Okay, hi, I'm Frank. I'm at Games. Last video, we made a map where players walk around a planet, which I think is pretty cool. And in this video, we're gonna make a map sort of in the same vein. It's still gonna be a space map, but it's gonna be two space cruisers engaged in a battle. And there's gonna be a hangar in each one, and that's where the players are gonna start. That's where the bases are gonna be. And you're gonna have to fly to the other ship in space to go and get the flag. Yeah, all right, let's get started. Apologies, I look different. I forgot to do an intro. Yeah, let's get started. It's not gonna look as good as you might want it to. I'll start by stealing from last time we created this this Milky Way skybox, which is super cool and actually just really fun to like look at. So we're gonna steal that, and then we're going to start by creating an empty. We're gonna call this level geometry, and we're just gonna zero that out, 0, 0, 0. And then I'm gonna copy this, and we're gonna call this map information. And this map information is just going to contain a list of spawn points and our death camera. That way things can be automatically set up when we create the game. I'll create a death camera now, but we're not gonna need it until later. Death camera, deactivate it, and then we can start building. So I wanna build one of the cruisers, and sort of the goal is to make this so large of a fight that so there's basically two big walls. So there's only 4 possible directions that you can sort of escape the map from. So I'm gonna just build one of these cruisers really quickly. And by really quickly, I have no idea how long that is a prism, how long this is gonna take. So we wanna start with a cube. Let's have this be the bottom of our hangar. Yeah, let's start with the hangar. You'll get to see some magic when it comes to actually building a map. We're probably just gonna have to like build a hangar and then fake the rest of the ship. I don't really have a design too much in mind, so we'll just pick a starting point. We don't want that one. Reset shape either. We want this in like 30. That's about how wide the hangar window is gonna be. Okay, and then now we're going to those two. And then I don't know, we're just gonna pick a height for this. Let's do 16 and then make that 17. Okay, and now that that exists, we can select all of the faces on this side. We can extrude them, and I'm actually just gonna extrude them a little bit, and I'm gonna extrude them again. And the reason that I'm doing that is so that we can have this almost exist as like a little extrusion on the side of the hangar. So it is 2.5 wide. So let's try and keep it on that 0.5 bit. That's not too bad. And then we can extrude it out again. Okay, and I'm just gonna make this. Okay, I want to take these, and I just want to like bring this out a bit to make it a even number, and then we'll go like that, and just do the same on this side. It's not going to be the same distance, but that's okay. Whoop. So we just want to land on an even number, and then I'm just going to take these and extrude them up. So that is the inside of our hangar, and it doesn't like look like all too much now. And now we can sort of start to design the rest of the ship. And then I'll put spawn points in here, and then eventually I'll just duplicate it and put it like over here. How do we want this to look? Fun. I'll get a professional to do these later. When it's actually time to release this game, I'll get a professional to make the models for the cruisers. No, actually I liked it like that. Okay, now we have our cruiser, which I want to see how close it is to the malevolence. Oh, it's actually not. It's not that close. It's not that close. It's just a generic spaceship with a square ass and no thrusters. Okay, now we just need to fill out the lighting and the spawn points. We're gonna do some cheating, and by cheating I mean we're gonna go to the test multiplayer map. We're gonna load that in. We're just gonna copy the blue ones, and then let's just create a parent. Call this blue spawns. Oh wow, what the fuck happened? Why is one of the sides missing? Okay, well we have the mesh. Something happened. Let's control Y until we have... Okay. Okay. Whatever. And then now we can unload that. So the blue spawns. We'll just, we'll create a parent. We'll call this blue cruiser. We'll add one of those base indicators here. And we'll go here and we'll just copy that. Copy component. Base component values. And then, oh shit. Now I get the thing about leaking materials because that just broke the lit one. Okay. Well, maps, cruisers. We'll just, we'll make a material. Okay. So we have a cruiser indicator and it needs to be blue. So we want to set that as 1. And we'll do that there. There we go. Big blue ship. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the spawn points in, which is super quick. And that's just for the blue one. And then we can take the blue cruiser and we can duplicate it. We can rotate it around 180 degrees. Lock the inspector. We want to rotate this around 180 degrees. We want that to be, you know, roughly on the same level. And then move it over. There we go. Just roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then now we have this, which we can go over here. And we can make this red cruiser. We have our 2 cruisers now. This looks so jank, by the way. What I want to do is make a fly zone. Fly zone. The yellow is only in the editor. I'm just gonna have this extend into the bay a bit. It's either that or it's not gonna work with the fucking box collider. I don't know if you can have mesh collider triggers, but we might be building one. Yeah, we'll just extend it out like that. This is it's kind of really jank, and I'm not sure how I necessarily feel about how it looks. Let's see what it looks like, because now we have this, and we have a cube which we need to change the material on. But you see, we're flying. The cruisers are way too far apart. That's something we need to first make note of. Is maybe, you know, the planet being like half the size of one of these things means that we should move the cruisers to be a lot closer together. This material, I want to actually make, we have a fly zone material. Yeah, okay. And if that's how wide the world is, we can definitely make it so you don't need to go that far. Boom. Okay, cool. So now we exist. We are flying. It's still really far away. Like, we have our guy here. I'll need to bring in some things for scale because this is quite big. Okay, so we still need to make it smaller. And actually just so that you can, oh wow. That's the size of the maps comparatively. So the entire training ground island would fit between the two. So it is it's a little big. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of big. It's been big. It will continue to be big, but it is pretty big. So we now need to set up kill planes around the sides, which is, it's fun. We can do that. We do want an invisible kill plane, and we're gonna remove that. We're gonna add our new kill plane script, and then we're gonna make this a prefab because the only kill plane that exists right now is the one that you can see where it is. Kill plane, invisible kill plane, original prefab. That can just go down here. We can have the lower one, lower invisible kill plane. We'll call this one the upper invisible kill plane. So if you go too high, and then now we just need the other 4 sides. So we'll call this red invisible kill plane. Make this one and call it blue. We're gonna rotate both of these 90 degrees on the Z. And this one is gonna go over here. If you're somehow able to make it that way, you'll just die. So where are these kill planes hiding? We have this one, which I'm gonna bring over here. And then we have the blue one, which I'm gonna bring over here. That is way too far. So that's almost all of the kill planes. Let's test. Okay. So we can still go into a fly zone, and now I know that just above this is another fly zone, and we're good here. Oh, our friction setting isn't the same, and also we see all. Oh, because technically that's still a fly zone. Okay, problem. So you see how it's sort of flooded this room? We don't want that. That's not good. I want to bring this down so it's under the floor. Okay, so we have our lower one set. We have our upper one, which is now it's set. Our red one set, and our blue one, which I believe should be relatively set. As long as it's within that, we're good. And now we just need to do the two on those ends. And so we have our left one, and then we're gonna need our right one, which is good. Okay, we're good there. That really bounds the box. We're good. Okay, so those are our kill planes. So then what we should be able to do is we should be able to fly up or down or in any of the directions and kill ourselves and then see the death camera respawn. So I'm gonna just go up, and this way we should be able to get about, a few more units. Kill plane. Yeah, I think the only thing that I kind of want to do is make it so you can go more in the vertical. I think up is fine. Yeah, so our up is kind of good, and I kind of want our lower one to be lower, and then we can take this lower fly zone and just do that. I have those limits, and I kind of want to actually take all three of these and just move them out. Where's my list of things for this? We have our death camera, we have our spawn points, we have our cruisers, and we have our kill planes. So the only thing really left is some sort of indication when you're in the hangar here, is some sort of indication as to at what point you go into the flying zone. Oh, and lighting and bake lighting. Okay, so we're good here, and I'm just gonna size this to fit. So really thin this way, really thick this way, and it's just gonna cover the gap. We're gonna go to our map thing. We're gonna go here, and we're just gonna create a new material, field barrier. That I think is a good name for it. And then this cube we're just gonna call a field barrier. So what we can do is we can make this. I like the bright blue force field aesthetic, so we're gonna do that. Make it transparent. That's a better intensity. Jesus. Well, we'll just have it like this for now. All right, let's see how close we got it. We lined them up. Actually, not bad. Now we're gonna just test it, see what that looks like in the actual environment. So we now have this emissive wall which we can jump through, and yeah, I think I still want to make it a little less aggro. Like maybe we still need to bump that down. And how does that, if I like render the lighting, how does that look? Okay, literally what do I have to do? Do I red cruiser, point light? Okay, 5 common light mapping problems. You guys get to go with me. How you fix them? Number 1, no big global illumination in the scene. Fail to generate lighting in your scene. No objects marked as that. No baked lights in the scene, and shader issues. Okay. Okay, so those are real time. Let's set them to baked. And this one is also real time. Let's also set it to baked. And now generate lighting. Will you get something? Still no. Mesh renderer. So we really just want cubes and left side, right side, right side. Those are the only real meshes in the scene. So contribute global illumination, which would probably explain why there's no light maps. There we go. Okay, that would explain a lot, and it also means that I should probably go back and do the planet map really quick. We have a light map. We have a light map. I know that this video isn't on the planets. I know you can't really see it. But we have that. Also, this is saying it's gonna take an hour to do the GI. So I mean, it's gone down pretty quick, but I might need to come back to that later. Yeah, I'll fix that in a second. Let's actually just test cruisers and let's see how that's looking. Because if the baked lighting works well, then we're kind of set. Those point lights probably blew the shit out of the hangar rooms. So let's see. No, actually they did not blow the shit out of the hangar rooms. And also, it looks like all of the lighting died. We have lighting data. I know we have lighting data. Yeah, okay, well at least it's broken the same way over on both. If we load up cruisers and we unload that. Okay, this is what I guess it should be looking like. Generate lighting. Okay. This is also going to take who knows how long. So I'm just going to let it run. And then I'll get back to you. All right, moment of truth. It finished building all the lighting. So let's see. Please work, Unity. Come on. The Unity loading times have gotten fucking insane. And I know some of that is my fault, but some of it has got to not be my fault, right? Or else then I'm to blame. And you can't have that. Please. Good luck. Yes. Lighting. Lighting. Okay. I know it's still very primitive, and ultimately, like, this map is still like very, very primitive, but it is something. This is like this whole series, these 3 videos, they're really just, I want to build something with the new mechanics. This is sort of my way of doing that. You know, hopefully this gives you a more realistic expectation of what it's like to prototype a map. And then eventually, these are just going to be things that I can play with. And the good thing is, since it only takes like 2 hours or so to make a little demo map, if it doesn't play good, and we don't have to put it in the game. And it could just be something where, like, you know, maybe the cruiser model ends up somewhere, or the texture, or something ends up somewhere. Or I learn that I've been baking lighting wrong the entire time. But yeah, hopefully this gives you a little bit more perspective as to what it's like to sort of make maps for a game. And if not, then watch another one. I dare you. Or if you really couldn't care about watching me develop a map, then maybe, you know, check out the devlogs where I talk about the mechanics. You know, how did I build the gravity stuff? How did I build the flying? How does all of this work over a network? How does the loading screen work, or the lobby, or anything? How do things work? Go check those videos out if that's something that interests you. I'm Frank. I've been developing this game for a while, and I will be continuing to develop this game for a while. So, see you in the next one. Oh, also, I don't know why I was running around on the planet map, but you should go check that video out.